In the history of music, numerous musicians have amassed colossal success, and among them, the beloved American musician, Pat Boone is one name you can't miss out on. Reflecting wholesome American values with his signature white buck shoe, flawlessly combed hair, and dazzling smile in the 1950s and 60s, Pat Boone is the only musician who has ever matched the king of rock and roll Elvis Presley's chart supremacy in the years leading up to the British invasion. Not only is he a brilliant musician, but also an actor, writer, television personality, motivational speaker, and spokesman. Pat Boone is indeed the living legend. If you're interested in knowing more about the musician, watch this video till the end. It's natural that Boone's accomplishments are being compared to those of Elvis Presley. After all, both embraced the sound of black R&B cultures as their own, straddling both sides of the color and popularizing a kind of music that would otherwise have remained unknown. While one of the most significant cultural icons of the 20th century, Elvis Presley, was still unpopular in many parts of mainstream America with his glamorous suits, swiveling hips, and suggestive leer, Pat Boone, on the other hand, was adored by everyone from teens to parents. His music softened the hard rock edges, making songs like Tutti Frutti and Ain't That a Shame pleasing to the white audiences raised on the soothing pop traditions of the past era. What is Pat Boone's most famous song? Pat Boone began his singing career in 1954. During his career as a singer and composer, Boone released 63 singles, mainly during the 1950s and early 1960s when he was a successful pop singer and, for a time, the second biggest charting musician after Elvis Presley. Over his musical career, the 87-year-old has sold over 45 million albums and has 38 top 40 hits. After all, Pat Boone's most famous songs are the #1 hits, Ain't That a Shame, Don't Forbid Me, Love Letters in the Sand, and April Love, all of which were released in 1955 to 1957. What was Pat Boone's first hit song? Boone's first hit song was Two Hearts, Two Kisses, the first of his singles on the Dot Records label, released in 1955. But before this, the singer had his initial recording for the Modest label. Similarly, he got his first #1 hit, a mellow rendition of Fats Domino's aforementioned Ain't That a Shame at the end of 1955. Pat Boone was so famous that Elvis Presley opened one night in Cleveland with his cover of Tutti Frutti, and even Little Richard credited Boone with introducing rock to white listeners. How many #1 hits did Pat Boone have? Pat Boone has scored 38 top 40 hits and 6 #1 singles. He still maintains the record for having at least one single on the Billboard pop charts for 220 weeks. Moreover, the singer is ranked #9 on Billboard's list of top 40 rock performers from 1955 to 1995. Even though every song of Pat is truly the best, some of his best songs are Fascination, Friendly Persuasion, Speedy Gonzales, Chattanooga Shoeshine Boy, Anniversary Song, Moon River, and others. How many gold records did Pat Boone have? Selling over 45 million records globally and receiving numerous awards and accolades, the 87-year-old has recorded over 2,300 songs, more than any other musical artist in the history of recorded music. He has 2 gold albums, 13 gold singles, and a platinum album. Apparently, you've all guessed that Pat Boone has had a super successful musical career. No wonder the singer is still stunned by his early achievements. Not to mention, he was the youngest person ever to have his own musical variety show at 22. Pat Boone, now 87, must have amassed a great fortune. The singer is undeniably wealthy, holding an estimated net worth of a whopping $50 million. The majority of his revenue is not only from his musical career that spans over 6 decades, but also his acting career. Boone has starred in more than 12 Hollywood motion pictures, including some solid hits films such as Bernardine, 1957, April Love, 1957, and Journey to the Center of the Earth, 1959. The living legend Pat Boone indeed has a wonderful professional life. But what about his personal life? Can we talk about it now? Believe it or not, there is only one happiness in life: to love and to be loved. Pat's greatest accomplishment is his marriage to his late wife, Shirley Lee Foley, of 65 years in Hollywood. Although Pat's career reached a milestone, he stayed true to Shirley, even seeking permission from her before a screen kiss with Shirley Jonas in 1957's April Love. What happened to Pat Boone's wife? Pat Boone and Shirley Lee Foley, the daughter of country star Red Foley, were high school sweethearts. They walked down the aisle in November 1953 and were blessed with 4 beautiful daughters. Sadly, Boone parted with his better half in 2019. Shirley Lee Foley died at the age of 84 due to complications from vasculitis. Married in the early 90s, the legendary singer lived a great and blessed life together for 65 years with his wife and their 4 daughters. What else can you expect from life? Last but not least, what happened to Pat Boone? It has been 3 years since Pat Boone lost the love of his life. The 87-year-old still continues to write music and work on a new faith-based book named If and Count His Many Blessings. Boone has been active on social media such as Facebook and Twitter, where he posts and tweets frequently. He often appears on the Pat Boone Hour on Sirius XM 50's Gold, playing some of his fans' favorite story songs and sharing stories from his 67 years in show business. Most recently, Pat has finished shooting for his upcoming movie, The Mulligan. Moreover, the trailer is already out. Go check that out if you haven't already. What's more exciting is, the movie will be hitting theaters on April 18th and 19th. Are you guys excited? 'Cause we sure are. That brings us to the end of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.